Hello, this is the website for the Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education. As you can see, there are many links on this page, all designed to help provide us with information about education in this state. However, for purposes of today's demonstration, we're just going to make use of one of these links located on the right side of the page, and it's the second icon down. Clicking on that icon takes us to this page. However, at this point, I would like to explain that the purpose of today's demonstration is to help the researcher gather information about writing Chapter 2, Settings and Subjects. The information from the Missouri Comprehensive Data System is going to be extremely helpful in describing the school, the students, and the individuals participating in the research study. As we go through these links, there are many, but let's go to school information and click on that link. At first, what you'll see on this page is all related to the Missouri School Directory and links to help access that information. Where we want to go is in the middle of the page to school report cards, not district, but school report card. We click on that link and you can see that it takes us to another page. Now this page is very important. It has 3 fields, all designed to allow us to look at school report card information. In this window, you can see that we can look up to 10 years history of information related to this particular school. However, I would suggest just 3 years. That's ample perspective for looking at enrollment and test information. Then the next window is an alphabetical list of every district and charter school in this state. I'm going to scroll down here and find Kansas City and just click on Kansas City, that link right there. Now, what we'll see after that populates is that the third window allows us to look at every school within the Kansas City, Missouri Public School District. And as I scroll down there, you can see that there's a lot of schools. But for purposes of today's demonstration, we're just going to look at one elementary school. Let's go ahead and pick, say, Troost Elementary School. Let's go down here and select Troost and click on that and allow it just a moment to populate, and then the view report link becomes live, and here's demographic information related to the 3-year perspective that we indicated, the subgroups for purposes of AYP. We also see attendance and free and reduced rates over the same 3-year period. Now looking to the left-hand side, you'll notice other links that will be available there to help us gather information about the school. And obviously, ACT test scores would not be valid information for an elementary school or end of course. But let's go down to map information, which can be very helpful in looking at settings and subjects, especially in perspective of the school. Here is the communication arts scores over the 3-year period, and you can see those years there. And at this point, I think it would be a good idea maybe if we would take a screenshot of this page, and we'll use this information later when we get to the next section. We also want to look at mathematics. We just click on that little arrow up there, and when the page opens, you can see the same information over the 3-year period related to mathematics map scores. Very helpful information in describing the school and the students in Chapter 2. And let's take a screenshot of that also. And looking also over to the left at the bottom of those links, there's disciplinary actions in AYP. Clicking on the disciplinary actions up at the top there, that's also very good information for the development of Chapter 2. And obviously meeting AYP, looking at that grid, looks like they have not, can also be very good information in Chapter 2. Now let's look at why I took those screenshots. So I took the information and I created a chart. Now this is just 3rd grade in the area of Com Arts at Troost. It's an example. You may choose to do this over a series of several grades, including math and Com Arts, but for purposes of our demonstration today, I just used 1 grade and in the area of Com Arts. When you look at the difference between 2009 and 2010, you can definitely see some improved student achievement. So looking at the percentages in the two lowest achievement levels in 2010, you can see that they've gone down from what they were in 2009, and at the same time, the percentages in the two upper levels of student achievement have gone up. So that's a definite improvement. However, in 2011, we fall back to poorer scores. Now, I'm not suggesting that the researcher busy himself or herself with the development of a lot of charts and graphs all related to and embedded in Chapter 2. But I hope it is evident by looking at my example graph that this information is easy to download, analyze, and discuss within the context of the setting and subjects. So what can the Missouri Comprehensive Data System do for you, the researcher? Well, while it is not possible to gather information about students individually, it is very easy to gather information related to any of these areas listed on this slide. And this can become a very important tool as the researcher develops Chapter 2. And at the same time, it is helpful for the reader to understand the true nature and perspective of the setting and subjects. Also keep in mind that this information can be presented and discussed over a period of up to 10 years. Lastly, I would like to remind the researcher that information from the Missouri Comprehensive Data System can also be validated through references and in-text citations. And as you can see on this slide, here is the correct way to indicate this information on your references page. Since it is a website, we use the standard APA format for indicating information from a website. The text within this reference will be different because you will more than likely pick a different school. Well, there you have it, the Missouri Data Management System. You can access it off the DESE website, and it can be very helpful to the researcher in developing Chapter 2. I hope you find this helpful and appreciate your time. Thank you very much.